Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah. Riding with country bass, country bass. Yeah, I'm stacking them, yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's going on? Everybody, Bitcoin Chris checking in yet again. I'm going to go ahead and play some new music first, and then we're going to jump into today's topic. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Let me go ahead and get this set up for you guys right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Only 21 mil in the world, baby, you wanna dance. Rising all season, love so rare, that's the meaning. Girl, you my 21 million fine. Came in another your kind. Cold white heart, you mine. Bitcoin, baby, you shine. Shorty too fine, no duplicate. Faith locked in, that's legit. Love so solid, can't liquidate. Every touch gain, interest rate. 100K line. That's the meaning. Girl, you my 21 million fine. Came in under your kind. Cold that heart, you mine. Bitcoin, baby, you shine. Hey, late night drive on the neon street. Love so loud and moody. Halftime on manic drop. Yeah, only 21 mil in the world. You the one that changed my world. Heart like gold when it's twirl. Bitcoin girl, you my pearl. You're my 21 million reason. Yeah. Woo. Only 21 mil in the world, baby. You. Oh, yeah. Currency, Bitcoin, Chris, she the queen. Girl, you the Bitcoin, you rise every time. Got my heart on the chart, that line climb. Price go up when you walkin' fine. Everybody watching you mine. Girl, you the Bitcoin, no cap, no lie. You rare, like gold came by. In this market, you supply. Girl, you the Bitcoin high. Yeah, two-step bounce, DJ spin that. Crypto queen, a sequin dress. Girl, you the Bitcoin, you rise every time. Got my heart on the chart, that line climb. Price go up when you walkin' fine. Everybody wanting you mine. Girl, you the Bitcoin, no cap, no lie. You rare, like gold came by. In this market, you supply. Grace, she hooking in every space. Girl, you the code I chase. Oak club lift from your face. She spin like a coin in the air. Never lose, she always fair. Faith to fire everywhere. Bitcoin love in her stare. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. She tight, made the whole club freeze. Ice hit brim when she on things. Bag so cold, it's cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, Chris, she the queen. Girl, you the Bitcoin, you rise every time. Got my heart on the chart, that line climb. Price go up when you walk in fine. Everybody watching you mine. Girl, you the Bitcoin, no cap, no lie. You rarely go came by. In this market, you supply. Girl, you the Bitcoin high. Yeah, two-step bounce, DJ spin that heat. 808. The crowd invest. No stress, just pure finesse. Bottle pop, check her address. Crypto queen in a sequin dress. Girl, you the big one, you rise every time. Got my heart on chart, that line climb. Price go up when you walk in fine. Everybody watching you mine. Girl, you the Bitcoin, no cap, no lie. You rare, like gold came by. In this market, you supply. Girl, you the Bitcoin high. Girl, you the code I chase. Oak club lift from your face. She spin like a coin in the air. Never lose, she always fair. Faith and fire everywhere. Bitcoin love in her stare. Girl, you the Bitcoin, you rise every time. Got my heart on the chart, that line climb. Price go up when you walk in fine. Everybody watching you mine. Girl, you the Bitcoin, no cap, no lie. You rare, like gold came by. In this market, you supply. Girl, you the Bitcoin high.
What's going on, everybody? Checking in yet again. Apparently, as you can probably, I'm having some technical difficulties because the internet is in this coffee shop. So we might have to come back and stream later, but try to make it work. But if it's not gonna cooperate, guys, I'm gonna have to get up off of here and come back later. Thought we would have some good internet. Let me see if we can get the internet to work. Continue. If not, then I'll go ahead and hop on later on when I'm in a better location. Internet keeps cutting, guys. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. Let me try one more. Let me try one more thing. Let me try one more thing, and if not, we gonna come back. We gonna have to come back later. Internet's acting crazy. You gotta do better than this, guys. You gotta do better than this. Shop. All right, looks like we're a little steady right now. Looks like we have a little steady connection right now. Let's see if we can get through. If it cuts off one more time, and yeah, we done. What is that I'm gonna have to come back a little later on, but I'm in a different place. I'm in this coffee shop. Apparently, we for whatever reason. So with that being said, my bad, guys. My bad. We're gonna go in on a different day. No, I'll come on later. I'll come on later and we'll talk. So just be on the lookout. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Got a couple things to go over for you guys. How you guys can make some money as far as these class action lawsuits go. See if I can turn around my camera. And it's inverted. So let me see if I can change the inverse. All right, boom. So just to give you guys a little something before I slide, um, I was on IG the other day or yesterday, and IG there I came across a video where somebody was talking about these class action lawsuits, and there was a ton of them. Excuse me, there's a ton of them, right? So typically, when you file a class action lawsuit, you only get like $20. I can't zoom in on the phone, but I can zoom in like this. So typically, you can only get like $25. They pay you very minimum in these large class action lawsuits because there's so many people that they have to pay, and then on top of that, the attorneys get a nice chunk of change, right? So what I was going to go over with you guys, which I'll do later, is how to opt out of a class action lawsuit and to file yourself if you want to file yourself. And then also, if they have an arbitration agreement, then you would have to send them a notification, right? You have to send them a letter, letting them know, hey, because when you use these corporations like AT&T, for example, not AT&T, I'm sure AT&T probably has one. Um, I know for a fact T-Mobile has one, Verizon I think has one. Majority of these companies, when you go into a contract with them, they make you join a. They have an arbitration clause in the contract unless you opt out within like the first 30 days. But again, most people don't read their contracts, so they don't know that arbitration means you can't sue them in court. You have to go through like the arbitration arena, the arbitration type of scenario where you're not in public court, basically suing them for whatever it is that they did. So what you can do is you can do a zoom in here for you guys real quick. I mean, you guys can download the app. There's a couple apps that I saw that you guys can download. But because I'm successful and I know how to sue, I'm not gonna settle for $25 when Instagram and so it's Venmo has one right now. Is Venmo, Gmail, Cash App, and um, it's a bunch, man. Venmo, Cash App. I have them all pretty much created right now. I think I only did three or four. Gmail, Venmo, and Cash App. Boom, boom, boom. So I asked, who's this I'm using right now? I'm using Grok. I use Grok to help me find out some information. So Gmail, Venmo, and Cash App. So here's what I was talking about. Venmo. Um, they're pretty much giving you guys like you guys can file a claim for Venmo. So what Venmo did is they added Plaid. They pretty much didn't disclose that they had a Plaid connection when you added your bank account. So because of that, that's a violation of your rights, violation of private privacy. So what's happening is there's a class. There's not a class action, but there's like a massive arbitration massive arbitration like claim, right? Which is different from a class action. So Venmo, what you can do is you're supposed to send them an opt out, or you can send them a notice, right? Because I'm not doing the whole massive arbitration, um, suit or claim. Because if you do the massive suit or claim, then you're only gonna get like 25 bucks, right? So I'm opting out and I'm sending a notice to Venmo and the Cash App and to I'm not doing Gmail, but I'm doing Cash App, Venmo. I have the paperwork, but it's not up right now. I got my address on there. Can't let y'all see that. I got a Cash App. I got Meta, and I got this is the last one, Venmo. All right, cool. So those are the three I'm doing. So I pretty much created the outline because you gotta send a notice of dispute certified mail, which is right here. So the topic today was how to escape inflation, and the only way to escape inflation is to save in Bitcoin, and then you want to obviously accumulate more Bitcoin. But the title is gonna be actually how to get more dry powder. So that's probably gonna be the name of the video for later on when I come back. But you're gonna have to pretty much, if you want to put in the work, right, you can do Cash App, you can do Venmo, and then you can do um, Meta, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm doing Cash App, Venmo, Meta. They all got in trouble for violating your privacy. For Cash App, it's if you did a dispute on Cash App, actually, they have a couple different reasons why you can sue them or why there's a class action. One is for Cash App is if you tried to dispute with them, they tried to they pushed it off on you, and that you have to contact the other bank or the other merchant, right? If you tried to dispute through your Cash App. Also, they had a data leak. So that's two things that with Cash App. Venmo, again, they did the Plaid connection without telling you guys that violation of your privacy. So that's that. And then with Instagram/Meta, they're being sued right now because they have pretty much it's been addictive. It's caused people depression. It's caused you to be on the platform extremely longer, and they didn't give anybody warning. So if you've been using IG like everybody has, uh, that's another claim. So what I did is I made three claims, right? So I have three claims, and in the three claims, I'm going to be telling them, hey, um, I'm trying to settle before going to arbitration because you violated my rights, and you got to wait 30 days, like it says here, right? Oh, if you want to opt out of arbitration, you got to do it within 30 days. But also, you got to give them 30. You got to let them know. Send a certified mail, notice of dispute by certified mail before arbitrating via the AAA. So that's what I'm doing. Again, if you want to make some extra money and some extra capital, some extra dry powder, this is what I was doing, what I am doing. And so I was going to share that with you guys. But again, my internet is acting crazy. So just look it up. There's Gmail. There's a bunch of companies, AT&T. There's a ton of companies that are in trouble right now for violating your rights or data breaches and all that good stuff, right? Your data is just everywhere being sold left and right on the dark web, all that good stuff, because these companies don't take care of your privacy or the right, and they make billions of dollars, and they don't really care. Also, Gmail. So what happened with Gmail is that I think they were tracking. Let me see what they were doing. All right, so cool here. So for no arbitration for Gmail privacy, just go to court if needed. Right. A lot of you guys don't know how to go to court. So I teach you guys how to do that, or I can help you do that. You can send a demand letter similar to the notice to the Google address. And did I do Google? I'm about to do it. I'm about to do Google. Um, so let's zoom out. I don't know if this is the right one. All right, there it is. So Gmail, do they have an arbitration process? I asked this, and then boom. So 425 million uh, Gmail privacy verdict. A federal jury in 2025 found guilty, liable for violating the privacy about 98 million users by continuing to track their activity via tools like Google after they turned off certain privacy settings. So I said, all right, cool. How do we, what's going on with that? Boom, boom, boom. And so Gmail does not have mandatory arbitration because, again, you can't, some of these companies, you cannot sue in court unless you have arbitration, unless you opt out of arbitration. So arbitration is a private way of settling the matter without it being going to the public and being public record, right? So, so boom, I just went into, you know, how to file the claim against Google or Gmail, right? So boom, again, I'm gonna go ahead and do a deeper dive on that with you guys again because my internet is super trash here in the coffee shop. I'm not going to be able to go into depth and really go into what I wanted to go into today, or at least at this moment in time. And I got a couple things to do. I got a couple more pieces of furniture to sell to buy some more Bitcoin as well. So, um, but it's funny to see. It's crazy because again, if you're not paying attention, then you could not claim this, or if you do claim it, you can only get $25 or whatever. They give you like the minimum amount of money for violating your rights. And if you want to actually make some money, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. But I mean, if you can get $10,000 or $9,000 or even $5,000 times three or four companies, that's 20 racks, right? That's like, what are we at, 60 grand for a Bitcoin, right? So there you go, bro. So 20 grand, or even, do whatever you got to do. I'm just showing you guys how you can possibly make some more money. You don't have to. I'm only here just showing you what I'm doing, and you guys can look this up and do it on your own. But I know because I've actually, you know, sued companies and I know the legal process and I know how to do affidavits, right? Here's my case against JP Morgan Chase. JP Morgan Chase, their company, their legal team is trying to extend the time because I filed the lawsuit against Chase. I posted it online. Um, They were served on January 12th, and now we're coming up on February 18th, right? So they only have 20 days to respond. If they don't respond, then that's default. So, and then they tried to extend time, right? And they had until today to extend time. So I filed a objection and memorandum of law because they're trying to say that they need more time because of whatever the reason may be. But again, it's not justifiable for them to ask for more time when they had plenty of time, and because their reason is not the assertion in Chase's motion that no prejudice will result is not merely supported, is contradicted by the nature of the relief the plaintiff seeks, and I'm the plaintiff, right? Furthermore, granting this extension sends a clear signal that the sophisticated, institutional defense can routinely delay retention of counsel and claim the resulting delay as justification for extensions. This prejudices pro se litigants systematically and undermines the integrity of the court's deadlines, right? So, boom, courts have authority to deny and should exercise that authority, right? The court has full authority on the federal rules of civil procedure to deny extensions where good cause is not shown. The grant of extension is discretionary, not automatic. Chase has not carried its burden. The motion must be denied. So I'm pretty much asking for the judge to deny their motion to extend time because I'm trying to get them in default because they had plenty of time to respond, plenty of time to look up what's going on, plenty of time to look at my complaint, and they did not file in time. Today was their last day to file. answer to the complaint. They did not do that. They filed a motion to extend, and I did an objection to extend to their motion to extend. So, boom. So again, I'm pretty familiar with the legal process, and if it's going to help you get some more Bitcoin or help you get a nice chunk of change, then why not, guys? Why not, right? Look it up yourself. You guys can look it all up yourself. I said, hey, I asked Grok, I said, hey, I need a step-by-step breakdown on how to opt out of the class action lawsuits because I'm not trying to get the $25 that they're going to pay you out. And of course, it gave me the disclaimer. Boom, boom, boom. So, you guys can do the same thing. I was just going to go into details. And again, um, I have the outline. So I was going to, provide the template if you guys wanted to do it. You just had to update your own information if that's something that you guys wanted to do. So, what I'll do then again is I'll hop on later on and I'll see if I can get a better connection, and that way you guys can get some moolah, get some money, try to get some money, right? I'm only able to give you the information. Can't tell you what to do. All right, so boom, you got to opt out of the arbitration if you want to, or you got to opt out of the class action if you want to take it there, unless you want your little $25, right? Unless you want $25 for them violating your rights. Why would you get $25 when you get a couple grand, right? So you got to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So with that being said, that's all for today's video. Bitcoin is looking like we are going to head down lower. Target is going to be 64.8 on the hourly time frame. 64.8 on the hourly time frame. If we don't reverse at 66,000, then we're going to head down lower. But if we're underneath the 20 and the 200, so I don't think we're going to head higher. We've just been in this range. Just been in this little range here. So target would be down here at 65, 64, and then double bottom down at 60. All right. So nothing's really changed. We're just in this range. This could be a massive bear flag or the big H, like I said. All right, cool. So I'm gonna enjoy my tea. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna continue to work on my legal documents. Right? They expect you to know the law. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So if you don't know your rights, you don't got no rights. I've been telling you guys this for a while. So I'll just save the rant for the next live. So with that being said, Bitcoin Chris checking out. Just make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. I'll make sure to tweet before I go live again. And then if you're not able to watch the live, then just watch the replay on X or Twitter. So you guys have a great day. Much love. Bitcoin Chris checking out. Turning around this camera. It's the front camera at? I can't even turn around the camera, bro. All right, so with that being said, Bitcoin Chris checking out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bitcoin chatted. I got no fear. Yeah, internet is trash. So with that being said, I'll be back on later, guys. Much love. Bitcoin Chris checking out. See you guys in the next video. Peace.